Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Paquette, the track announcer here at Parks Racing, and welcome to On the Rail. This is our Thanksgiving episode and we have so much to be thankful for. I'm excited to share a great episode with you. The Parks Hall of Fame is a decorated who's who of the people and horses who have made the history of Parks Racing so great. Our first Hall of Fame spotlight is Kate DeMasi. Hi everyone, Jessica Paquette, joined here with trainer Kate DeMasi in the Parks Hall of Fame, where you are an inductee. You have a plaque on the wall. Tell me what that meant for you.
It was overwhelming, actually. I was really honored to have had an opportunity to be inducted, and that, you know, my colleagues, my peers, you know, thought that much of me.
And when did you first come to Parks, and what has that trajectory to a Hall of Fame plaque been like?
So I've been here a long time. And a lot of people don't probably, you know, they see me as a big trainer, but the fact of the matter is just like everybody else, I started out with just a handful of horses, always struggling for stalls. There was actually 2 other pony barns, what we called pony barns back here, and I was really thankful just to get stalls there. Okay.
So over the past 4 decades, Parks has undergone quite a few changes, and what are some of the things that you've seen over the past 40 years here?
When I first came here, it was, I hate to say it, but it was pretty dumpy. And I guess, I'm not sure exactly what year, but they started refurbishing and putting in the new barns. And, you know, yes, it's all paved, but it's very clean, and they always keep it nice back here. And I think it's probably one of the best stable areas in terms of like being user-friendly to get in and out of. It's clean, and the barns have so much light in them, which is really nice, especially in the winter time. I mean, you could almost go without putting a blanket on a horse. So.
But from a functionality standpoint, the barns are engineered for year-round racing, which is something we have here at Parks that separates us from most racetracks in the country. What does it mean to be able to stay home and have a home?
To be able to be here year-round and, you know, be able to raise a family, you know, the school systems, I mean, just, to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, why would you want to be anywhere else?
And over the past 40 years of your training career here at Parks, are there any special horses that really stand out?
I guess they all are special in their own way. You know, it's always nice to see like a homebred of ours. When we won the Pennsylvania Futurity, that was really super exciting. You know, we had the mom, we had the dad, and then you have the baby. So I think they all are special in their own way.
And you're also such a part of the horse community, not just here at the racetrack, but kind of around the area. Do you like to do anything horsey outside of the racetrack at this point?
I came up in Pony Club in Maryland, so I've always sort of tried to give back what I could. Over the years, networked with some folks that do a lot of off-track rehoming with the horses. This is a mecca of horse sport.
And it's so nice to see a community that rallies around thoroughbreds as sport horses, not just as race horses.
Exactly, and honestly, I think Turning for Home has a lot to do with that.
And Parks is a very close-knit atmosphere on the backside because of year-round racing. Everyone becomes like a family in a lot of ways, and you are such a part of the community here. You sit on the board of the Hall of Fame as well, and what does it mean to keep giving back to the Parks community?
It means a lot. It means a lot. To me, you know, even though you're competing against each other, you're still family. Even though you may have disagreements with each other, you're still family. So to me, it's like, you know, you are a tight-knit community.
Well, thank you for taking the time, and I recommend anyone check out the Hall of Fame here at Parks.
I go and ride my horse.
Playing golf.
Well, we eat too much. But more than anything, I get together with my family, and we're really thankful for everything we have.
Thanksgiving tradition, stay away from family.
Being in family together.
Thanksgiving tradition would be to go around the table and to say something that you're thankful for.
Oh, yes. We usually, my whole family gets together at my mom's house. We cook a lot of different foods, not only our turkey, but we always have some type of Greek specialty in there that my mom cooks for us. As a family, we talk about everything, and we also help my mom make desserts, especially baklava, some other Greek pastries, gallo de burrico, which is a Greek custard pastry with phyllo dough. Everything else is pretty decent, and we get ready and we talk about our plans for the next holiday right after that, which is Christmas.
Now, it takes a village behind the scenes to keep the racehorses happy and healthy. We're thrilled to celebrate Caregivers Day here at parks and throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania as we recognize the men and women behind the scenes who are taking care of these animals 365 days a year. Now, Caretakers Day puts the showcase on the men and women behind the scenes that keep everything working, keeping the horses happy and healthy. Now, Todd, tell me what a day in the life of a caretaker looks like from start to finish.
Well, early rise, so get up around 3:30 and get ready, and then come in and greet them in the morning. Here at Miss Damassi's, we give breakfast, so we give about a half a scoop in the morning as soon as we get here, and then we let them eat and start doing their stalls, their water buckets, their feed tubs, and then you're just getting them ready for the day of training. And that comes in, they have Miss Pam does the chart, and we go from there. Just get them out and get them back in and do the best we can to keep them clean and happy and ready to run.
So then on a racing day, we still race throughout the day and you're bringing horses up on a racing day. What does that look like?
We get done with our morning chores, so it's about 11:30, 12, and then when we get them ready, depending on each horse, they're kind of different. If they're nervous, we kind of, less is more. And then if they're like the ones that have run this weekend, they're a little bit more high maintenance. You gotta, clean them, ice them, take care of them, and basically be like a sheep. You have to just be right next to them until it's time to run, and then we take them over.
So we have a race, you have a horse in the last race on a typical day. Your day starts at 3:30 in the morning. What time are you usually done?
If you win, which we try to do, we have to go to the test barn, and if they follow directions and they pee, we're out of there in about 30, 45 minutes. If not, we have to wait about an hour, then to walk back and then clean them and cool them out. So you're looking, here last race, you're looking 5:30, 6 o'clock.
So 3:30 in the morning till about 6 o'clock at night, all for the love of the horse, right?
Yes, ma'am. Especially Wednesday, I have a horse at Penn National. So it's here all day, then Penn National at night, and then start the day over the next day. We just try to get the win and make it a little bit more exciting.
That night racing can be really tough when you still get up at the same time in the morning, huh?
Yes, ma'am. It's a little harder in the wintertime, but it's the job.
And what makes you get up each day so excited to come to work?
You just don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know, especially with working with Miss Kate, there's a lot of babies. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's like the Cracker Jack. You don't know what the prize is inside. And this week can tell there's two nice horses in the making.
Caretakers Day honors the heart and hands behind every horse. The Pennsylvania Horse Racing Association, along with horsemen's associations and racetracks, are hosting statewide events to honor caretakers. The celebration runs throughout November 18th, 19th, and 20th at 5 of Pennsylvania's 6 racetracks, and all week long at breeding farms across the Commonwealth. Caretakers will receive hoodies and winter beanie hats as appreciation gifts, as well as food and beverages provided by the associations and the racetracks. This is a week dedicated to saying thank you to those who keep Pennsylvania's horses happy, healthy, and thriving. Breeding and raising a racehorse all of your own is an incredible accomplishment. Getting them to the racetrack for their first race is an entirely different milestone. We followed trainer John Kirby as he brought along his first homebred Aussie's heir and got him to the starting gate for his very first race. Jessica Paquette joined here with trainer John Kirby. You got a very special delivery the other day. Your first homebred has made it to the racetrack.
Yeah, his first homebred, and makes it even more of a close bond with him that I trained his mother towards the end of her career, and we're able to win a few with her, so hopefully he can do the same.
So tell me about his mother. She raced here, won some races, but unfortunately you lost her shortly after foaling.
Yeah, we had her here, and she was always a personal favorite of mine. She had a lot of personality and just a old, hard-knocking mare. Every time she felt right, she ran as hard as she could. And yeah, when she was giving foal to him, we unfortunately lost her due to complications. So this guy was raised on a bottle, and the farm did an excellent job there. I have videos of me bottle feeding him and stuff, so I mean this one really hits close to home.
And he's your first homebred, but certainly not the first homebred for a Kirby. You're carrying on a multi-generational breeding operation. How's that feel?
It's pretty cool. My dad and my grandfather, they bred and raised and raced their own mass breds for, 30 years. I mean, I think it was for a 30-year span. They won at least one state bred stake a year. And seeing them grow up at the farm in Massachusetts, from being born to weaned and then breaking them right there at the farm and seeing them at the track, I mean, it's always very rewarding.
And what are some lessons you learned about breeding horses from your grandfather and your dad?
A lot of times it can go extremely smoothly, and a lot of times it can go, the opposite way. But it's just got to keep a positive attitude and, just keep trying, because you're bound to hit a good one eventually.
And tell me about this one. Where did he learn all of his baby racehorse lessons?
We sent him down to Ocala when once he got strong enough after his mother passed away. We have a very good relationship with Joe Hennessy down in Ocala, and he does a tremendous job. We send all of our babies there, and they come in here so professional. They go right through the gate, no issues. So we're very, very happy with him.
And does he remind you of his mom at all?
A lot. He looks just like his mom. He has her same face, her same build, short, stocky, speedy. He like the spitting image of his mother.
Now he went to the track for the first time today, and how did it go?
He went out there like he's been doing it his whole life. I mean, he didn't make a wrong move. He looked around a little, went about his business. For a little horse, he sure has a nice stride. We're hoping for the best. Day one was a success.
Does he have a name yet?
He's named for his mother. His mother's name was Aussie Mist, so his name is Aussie's heir, to kind of carry on her legacy. Well, raising and breeding this horse was a long haul, especially because he was an orphan and he lost his mother shortly after he was born. But today I was just happy everything went well. He got a good first experience. Took some dirt in the face for the first time, and he didn't quit, so that's all we can ask. And this was very nerve-wracking, the first one, but at least that's out of the way now, and hopefully onwards and upwards from here.
Green bean casserole.
Sweet potato with the marshmallows on top.
Stuffing.
Oh, sweet potatoes. The candied sweet potatoes. Yeah, my mom used to make those.
Green bean casserole, I guess.
And turkey.
My favorite side dish is when my mom makes mashed sweet potato with cinnamon, sugar, and she puts a touch of butter and maybe a touch of honey on there too.
This is a tough one, but I'm going with pumpkin pie, specially made by my older daughter.
We have so much to be thankful for here at Parks. Of course, the horses, the fans who watch this show, and the best TV crew in the business that makes it all a reality. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from all of us here at Parks.